So what are those practical ways and means to improve customer retention?
Honesty and accepting imperfections are the keys. Okay, because retaining the customer you can only do with the exceptional customer service. Like many of you know the Urmila Ben Asher. Okay, Gujju Ben na Nashta. At the age of 77, she started the business. Okay, she just created the meaning and she created the empire. Have you ever seen Apple, Samsung product? They say we sell mobile phone, or we say, or they offer the promotions. No.
Hi, hello, namaste. I am Vaishali Aparajit and you are watching Dream Big, the podcast. This series is all about diving into meaningful conversations that support entrepreneurial mindset. In each episode, we try to bring you insights and perspectives of business experts, supporting business grow and creating real impact. Today's episode is all about the most crucial aspect of any business, that is sales. To dive into this topic, today we have a business expert and a friend of mine, Rahul Limaye. With over 30 years of experience, Rahul brings a good blend of experience from pre-sales, sales, process optimization, market research, growth strategies across various business sectors. His objective is to collaborate with entrepreneurs and guiding them in every step of their business journey to achieve their business goals with smiling faces as a smile catalyst. Welcome, Rahul. We are excited to have you here today.
Yeah, thank you, Vaishali. My pleasure to being on this particular show.
So nice of you. It is said that if you are not taking care of your customers, your competitors will. On this note, Rahul, my first question to you is, why it is so important to have a solid growth strategy, or rather a sales strategy for every business?
Sales strategy is required because it allows you to clarify your market positioning and most importantly your product and service, what you are going to offer it to your target audience, which we say customers, what you will speak and how you will speak about your product and services, which enables the customer to think to buy that particular product or service. That's why sales strategy is required.
Yeah, but do you think that one sales strategy can work across all industries, or those need to be tailored?
No, sales strategy is not a copy paste kind of a function. It has to be tailored for each and every business. Even though 2-3 businesses are in the same line, your sales strategy has to be different. Because your sales strategy is a differentiator which defines or differentiate your business from your competitors in the market, and most importantly the perceived value about your product and service that you can transfer it via sales strategy. So it has to be tailored.
Wow. AI and other technologies are transforming every industry. So, how these technologies can be used for customer acquisitions and increase sales of any business?
Yes, definitely it can. First of all, I would like to convey that please, any business, do not be under assumption that technology or AI will enable you or they will give you a customers. No, they will not. Technology or AI, you must use it to analyze the vast amount of data. And most importantly, who are the high quality leads which you can identify and nurture, by which your sales team or business development team focuses on those particular leads to nurture them, which allows them to achieve their targets. Another part where technology should be used for the customer experience or customer experience creation, because you are going to use it different media, different tactics. But during those tactics, if whatever, as I use the word perceived value, if you cannot transfer it, AI and technology is useless. So it has to be used for the insights, translating into the actions. For example, you must have seen some time back, there was an advertise of MasterCard. It was something like this: money can't buy everything, but for rest of the thing, there is a MasterCard. This is a perceived value which they identified, MasterCard will not allow you to buy anything, but just be relaxed, rest for everything we are giving the MasterCard. This is where technology and AI you can utilize it.
Right. But apart from, so these technology and AI can be used in the businesses, but apart from that, can you tell us some more effective strategies that businesses can use for customer acquisition?
It depends. See, basically, understand it depends upon the business what you are running into. Okay, even though, as I mentioned, two businesses are in the same line, they cannot just follow each other with in terms of sales strategy. The most effective strategy in sales, three things in today's world, any businesses has to follow. One is consultative approach, whereby don't try to push your product or service. Explain the utility, which we say a meaning of your business. Like many of you know the Urmila Ben Asher, okay, Gujju Ben na Nashta. At the age of 77, she started the business. Okay, she just created the meaning and she created the empire. So that consultative selling approach is a must because today, because of technology, it helps you to build the deeper trust and confidence on your products and services. Second, networking. Please understand, networking doesn't mean I meet you, hi, hello, I am Rahul, and what you do, I do exchange the cards and go away. No. Networking you utilize for referrals, establishing the opportunities for collaborations, and get the insights about the business. For example, I'm into one business, I'm networking, I met with you, you are in the same business, but in a different geography. I may get some different insights during that networking. And third is cognitive presence. This is the must and most important approach any business has to follow because of the social media, print media, offline media, advertising, everything is there. And cognitive means, have you ever seen Apple, Samsung product? They say we sell mobile phone or we say or they offer the promotions. No. They say what are the camera features, how you can carry, what are the benefits out of it. This is called as a cognitive presence. Many of the times, professional services like consultants, tax consultants, or BFSI sector, these professionals feels like how can we do a cognitive presence? The reason being, I am a professional consultant. Unless and until you or someone doesn't avail my service, they won't coming to know like what kind of a service or knowledge I do have.
Correct.
But does that mean that I cannot market? No, it is wrong. How I can put it, if I am a tax consultant, I will just put up on LinkedIn, on social media, that manufacturing businesses to save the taxes, 1, 2, 3 things they can follow. The people who are into retail or into oil and gas, they should follow these 1, 2, 3 things. People connects. So that cognitive presence is the must.
Great. But Rahul, world is so competitive that bringing customer is comparatively easy. Acquiring customer is easy, but retaining customer is very much tricky situation in current scenario. So what are those practical ways and means to improve customer retention?
Honesty and accepting imperfections are the keys. Okay, because retaining the customer you can only do with the exceptional customer service. Personalized communications. Here, personalized communication doesn't mean that Rahul is communicating to Vaishali or something. Personalized means I am selling an iPhone, then based on the price, whatever the target audience is there, whether I have to focus it as a premium product or I have to show as a premium utility product, that is called as personalized communications. Offering loyalty programs or offering some kind of continuous relationships, that is important. And other are businesses must have to think about offering the multiple channels to reach you to the customers. Means customers can reach you. For example, I like one food joint in Aund. I stay at somewhere in Bibewadi side. If I want to avail that food joint food, I can use Swiggy, Zomato, Dunzo, Porter kind of a service. But if that food joint is not on this particular platforms, he's losing the business. I'm not getting the thing what I'm looking for and why. So that this is one of the example of offering multiple channels allowing customers to reach you. Second, Respond effectively and assertively. Like this is with the respect to feedback. If I say this particular product, I didn't like it, then for example, you just need to say, oh, did it facing a problem in booting up or in handling of the part? That is of a must. And third, creating strong community. Like for example, if you take a end product anywhere, you must be also in your home front. You must be connected with some specific products.
Right.
Okay, maybe a grocery, maybe for washing machine or for all the activities. Creating strong community is must in today's world because the competition is there, but at the same time opportunities are also there. And building up the community is the best way to retain the customers.
Wow. But as you said, Rahul, whenever we go out, maybe in resorts or in any service industry, or we purchase a product, people are very much keen to get them, or we send them customer feedback, or write about their products or services on digital medium. But we really don't know how they leverage those feedbacks. So, how can business effectively use customer feedback and refine their sales approach?
Here, first thing, customer feedback must not be considered as a complaint, which is a normal phenomenon. Feedback is feedback.
Right.
How do you take it is up to you. So that's why I said you have to take it up assertively. Feedback must be focused on improvising your product or service because that is the key where you get to know what are the sales strategies you need to refine. For example, creating need is the first part of the customer retention with the feedbacks. For example, I have a software company. If I am releasing one particular software to the targeted customer audience, if I directly go and tell them this is for $1,000 to take it up, no one will take it up. But in the beta release, if I allow 100 of my premium customers, few new customers or the prospective customers with the offer that use it, they come back with some kind of a constructive feedbacks, which allows me to refine my product before releasing into the market. That is a creating the need. Second, enhancing customer experience. For example, if in a restaurant someone puts up on a Google review that this dish was totally not up to the mark, you have to be vigilant using the technology. Earlier question you have asked. You must have an Hawkan. There you have to immediately acknowledge and accept. And at the same time, immediately put forward, we are sorry, sir, to hear that you are not happy with our dish or our service. We are inviting you on this Saturday with the entire family to take a new experience.
Right.
Whether that customer will go or no, it's different story. But he feels better, and more importantly, the people who are seeing that review or a feedback, who doesn't know that particular establishment, who doesn't know the feedback, they feel good, yeah, we are getting acknowledged. And this is where, as I mentioned, the perceived value. Perceived value is not about your product or service, but that business, what is giving you as an experience. Like, if I don't like this particular food in the restaurant, if I give the feedback, I am getting acknowledged. It is called as a perceived value. At the same time, everybody use the word customer engagement, customer focus. Is it not the customer engagement? Because I am happy. This is what it needs. And this specifically helps you in your messaging, promotions, advertising. This is what I call you must create the market.
Right. But Rahul, still around us, so many things keep happening and so many things affect stability of any business. How can a business adjust their sales strategies to stay resilient in times of economic uncertainty?
First of all, businesses must understand economic uncertainty is inevitable. We are facing it currently. My only recommendation is that businesses or the leadership must not make a taboo of it. Leadership must remain calm. They must remain vigilant. Like during this particular period, what is happening, especially the pandemic times, I have seen multiple businesses, leaderships, they were just like, we are lost, we are gone. No. But this is where your market research and customer preference are most important, which has to be an ongoing activity, continual activity. Collaborations and community engagement opportunities are must. You need to identify. For example, I got a fashion designing boutique. Someone else, as I gave it in the restaurant or hotel example, Okay, in a networking event, I can put forward a word like, hey, Vaishali, you have a hotel, 3-star hotel. I have got a fashion boutique. Can I showcase my fashion designing or the boutiques at your place?
Yeah.
You get the traction of visitors, I do get the part. This is what I say, the collaborations. Collaboration doesn't mean I'm selling a Cadbury, you are selling a sandwich and we should collaborate. That's the one way of collaboration. But these cross collaborations are must. This is what I say, you create the community. In this particular case, we attitude is required. We means let me benefit, let you benefit, let others benefit.
Right.
For example, customer is going to have a food in your restaurant or at your hotel. Can he not purchase my fashion designs, my clothes or my fashion accessories? He can. That is why we. Only if you say, no, I can do this on my own, I will start up a restaurant. Yeah, definitely, you have budget, you can start. But why there is a need? You can make the buffer of this cash, that is called as a saving, or you can utilize these funds to invest in your good time, which helps you very superly in this economic uncertainty. Other strategies are diversifying revenue stream. You reduce your dependencies. That is why AI and technology is in picture. Please understand, reducing dependency AI doesn't mean to cut the jobs. Okay? Technology can support the jobs. Definitely. Prioritize your customer relations. That the customer retention, the very good question you did ask initially. And scenario planning. When you are in good days, like think over, like there was a word disaster and recovery management. In last decade, I have not seen anywhere in the business plans or proposals or in discussion. This disaster recovery planning does nothing but scenario planning. Especially pandemic has helped. I will give an example over here. One of my client, he used to produce the chemicals. Due to the lockdown, he suddenly got the entire halting of his business. He diversified the revenue stream. How? He immediately analyzed his infrastructure is suitable to go for that hand wash. You won't believe it. His overall profitability in those 2 years was 70% more than the normal business when he was running. This is how you should utilize the economic uncertainty.
Right. So you can encash on the opportunities
Yes.
coming.
So that is why you have to be vigilant and you have to be calm. Don't race.
Right.
Okay. Think over. You do it. You will find.
But in this entire scenario, sales keeps evolving constantly, continuously. So what should businesses do to prepare for the future?
Adaptability is the key. That's my very short answer and precise answer to this. I will elaborate. Please do keep focus, invest on market research with customer preferences changes. Due to the AI and technology, in AI there are different tools. Technology allows you to specifically focus on a geography, on a product, on a competitor to get the insights of what are the preferences are there. I will just give an example. Create a poll on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram and just ask the question like, I'm coming up with a silk sari. Would you like 82 variations in black colors? Keep it a target audience between 40 to 55 of the ladies. See, you get it. There, if you say 82, wow, that means yes, your business idea is going to happen. And this is where your offering has to be carved. So once it is decided, yeah, in black color variations, silk saris are going to be welcome, just put it a few designs into it. Then you make it some cartoons for millennials, you make it some Warli paintings on that. This is where you confirm your business is going to work, but this is how you are creating the market. In today's world, only two states are there. Either you identify the market for your business or you create the market for your business.
Right. But you did mention about market research, Rahul. Um, do you think that a business owner always or continuously keep doing the market research? What is the process? Or it's done at this while starting the business, and maybe he wants to shift a business, then again market research. So what is your perspective on market research?
Market research is an ongoing task. Okay, it's very simple. Every business they do get customer. Few buy the products, few don't buy the products. So you have that particular insights, which I call as data. Your business, your own data is first task. But then you generally know who are your competitors.
Hmm.
Normally, competition in perspective to your question, it has been looked at, they done this much turnover, I couldn't do it. No. I may have a 20 crore of turnover, you may have a 6 crore of turnover, but my profitable margin or my profitability is 3%, your is 18%. Who is in the winning position?
Right.
Google is there. There are few AI tools are there, technology is there, where you just can fire it out. If I'm selling out across the India, my say clothing brand, I need to find out which are the market resonates with the Indian taste and culture, Asian markets. Find out what is happening in Australia, find out what is happening in Africa about the part. You get those particular insights. And this is not a 24/7, just you need to be vigilant and keep it a habit to track the data. That is market research. And end of it, if you have a budget, if you are going into a large scale, go and hire a professional market research agency like Gartner and others. They will provide you.
Right. Right. So in sales tactics, we always talk about two things like B2B market and B2C market. So while thinking about, rather planning about both the market, how should businesses decide between B2B and B2C sales models?
This is a very basic question.
Mhm.
Please understand, B2B is different, B2C is different.
Right.
There are 4 parameters entrepreneur or the leadership must understand. One is your product and service type. Second is your target market size and scope. Third is your sales cycle. And fourth, dotted line, most importantly, marketing strategies. How? If you are into a complex and customized solution, selling it one company to another, then you must have in-depth knowledge of your product or service as well as the other business also. For example, I am selling an ERP to a MNC.
Hmm.
I just cannot say that I have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 features and we are offering this discount. These are the user subscription based offers. No one will buy it. But if I say you are into healthcare, your primary challenges areas is to track the response time or follow up time. In my ERP, we are not allowing or tracking that time in less than 40 seconds.
Hmm.
That enables the discussion.
Hmm.
So this is a complex part. I'm not explaining what is a technology, everything is there. So this is with respect to the product or service type you should focus in B2B segment. Second, B2C, anything which is standardized products or services, which is readily available for the customers. For example, again I take up the example of movie, entertaining service. There are different types of movie theaters, everything provides the different part, few charges more, few charges less. I just decide, oh, that is 1000 rupees ticket, over here is 700 rupees ticket, and I just go over there, I watch the movie. This is what is readily available.
Right.
Even if you go for a grocery, okay, if I put forward say 15 types of rice in front of you, you will take time to decide which rice to buy. But if I put forward only 4 types of rice, you will quickly decide which rice to buy. But that is immediate. This is what I mean, the standardized product or service which is readily available. That is B2C. And people mix up over here. Second, target market size and scope. Whenever you are into B2B, your market size is smaller. It is specialized or focused market, but of a higher volume. It doesn't happen in hundreds or something. It happens in lakhs, crores somewhere. Like the example I gave it of the ERP software selling. In B2C, audience is larger. Diverse market, individual customers are there. But transaction value is low, but volume is high. You just see Lifebuoy soap, 10 rupees. And that chocolate soap, 200 rupees. In urban areas, Lifebuoy gets sold, or even in rural areas, like anything. But that chocolate soap, it just get into some premium locality. But if you calculate the turnover of both, Lifebuoy is more. This is B2C. Sales cycle. Here, majority of the businesses must understand. In B2B, sales cycle is large, it is high, and most importantly, multiple decision makers are involved. In ERP, as I said, I might be explaining it to a CTO, but CTO, CFO, CEO, the stakeholders, the actual consumers of that ERP, they have to take that meeting. This sales cycle is just cannot be like I just made that CTO, I got the work order
Right.
and I just walked away.
You will have to be patient.
Yeah. Thereby, consultations or consultative approach, relationship building, and referral approach works. Because if I recommend Vaishali or Vaishali recommends Rahul's ERP to someone, okay, that initial marketing, who I am, who is he, is gone.
Yeah.
For B2C, sales cycle are shorter because the decision maker is an individual or maximum two people. That is why the emphasis has to be on immediate convenience. My mobile is not working. Okay, what need I do? Okay, for repairing it is going to take say 20,000 rupees. Oh, then instead of the new mobile is about 40,000 rupees. Scrap it, make it a buyback. Come, it is the immediate.
Right.
This is B2C. Topmost marketing strategy. For B2B, it has to be targeted and content driven. You remember I used the word cognitive presence. That is for value creation, utility, meaning. That is for B2B. That establishes the trust. And B2C predominantly is emotional marketing.
Right.
Okay. For example, I will give you, if there is a very global brand of sports shoes. So that brand, it suggests if you are using our running shoes, your posture will improve, your back pain will go, and you will not feel that you are wearing anything. Even though I do not have the back pain, even my posture is good, still I feel, that is the best brand. Yeah, I am feeling a back pain sometimes, but that anybody can feel it whenever. But then I get it connected emotionally. Why? Because that is available immediately. So for B2C, it is creating a brand awareness.
Wow. Right.
That is the difference.
Right.
So these 4 parameters any business must understand, and many of the times here is what the basic confusion happens.
But aligned to that, one more question came to my mind. Sometimes business owners get an opportunity to work on white labeling of their products. So they get an opportunity to sell their products as someone else would pack it on their name. So I manufacture it, I sell it to you, and then you promote it, you market it on your name. So that is called, generally that is called as a white labeling of the
Yes.
product. When this opportunity comes to them, people hesitate sometimes, and rather they are confused to take the decision, because the gambling is in between whether I should promote my own product on my own name and establish my own brand, or should I take this opportunity. So what are those parameters to take this call, take this decision?
Here, what the entrepreneur's mindset and conviction is the first factor comes in picture. If I decide, no, I'm not going to do white labeling, I'm going to struggle, I'm going to take efforts, I'm going to be patient on my own.
Correct.
Okay, don't go for white labeling. But on the other contrary, hey, आपने धंधा चालू किया है, charity नहीं, you need to gain the money.
Yeah.
If I am new in the market, my product is new in the market, someone already has got established supply chain operations, market, the name. Why not one part, or for a specific geography, or if I got a 2-3 products, one product, allow them to white label.
That strengthens your cash flow maybe.
No, stagnancy and cash flow are different stories. Here what I'm saying, I'm coming out, say, a automatic comb. So even though while we are talking of the comb will do the AI technology and it will do my hairstyle. One is the first way, no, I'm going to do it on my own. But then you need a money,
Right.
you need a patience, you need to find out the market. Yeah, if I'm okay with it, good. But you already have an electronic store range. You have that particular operations. You have those particular contacts within a Maharashtra or say in Pune and Mumbai. And you say, Rahul, I will sell this your automatic comb with AI enablement, but I will sell it under my name or my brand. Fine, at least it is reaching it to Pune and Mumbai markets. So people will get to know that there is some product in the market like this. And if people will like it, next time I will say, "Hey, Vaishali, in Chennai and Delhi or in Bengal, I will do on my own." It is a business, it's not a cheating. It is just the deal. So whether to go for a white labeling or not to go for a white labeling is purely that entrepreneur's mindset's call.
Right.
Only I recommend, don't get carried away just because of the, what I would say, जो बोलते हैं ना, टशन. I don't want to do it. Boss, you are into business.
Right.
Think from entrepreneur business point of view.
Correct.
That's it.
Correct. And one more market, of course, everyone wants to go in is the export market. So there are lots of opportunities we see. What are some key strategies for the successful to tap the export market successfully?
Whatever we discussed so far, that remains same. Please understand, export means people do think it in different countries. So different countries, generally the calculation is their currency against Indian currency. Remove that bottleneck. Export is just the another geography, another area where you are going to go. There you must find out what to export, where to export, whom to export and why. Because unless and until this you are not clear, it will be just like I have a passion, I have a time, I have a budget, I'm going to do it, I'm going to blow off. But if you don't know what you are going to sell, to whom you are going to sell, why should people avail your product or service? Then your entire part is of no use. That is one. Understanding of statutory compliances is must. Like import-export code, when I'm exporting something from the India to anywhere in the world, that is a 10-digit identification number. Second is letter of undertaking. Letter of undertaking means India is following GST. If I need to get an exemption in GST, I need to get this particular letter of undertaking. What happens? People just don't take. They say like, हाँ, दुबई में से मेरे को ऑर्डर आया है, मैंने उनको भेज दिया है. Between the family, it's okay. But sometimes if it comes in a radar of the government authorities or legal authorities, penalties are heavy. So understanding penalties for non-compliance is also a must strategy to know, to start with.
Right.
Second thing, whatever the product, like for example, take an example of mobile phone. There are plenty of mobile phone products are there, but everybody has carved their value and utility. Apple, status, premium. Samsung, lot of features like camera, memory, different variants of mobile.
Right.
Apple and Samsung both doesn't compromise on price. They compromise on utility, meaning to the customers, which is target audience. But there are few other brands. Those comes with from 10,000 up to 30,000. They have got n number of memory. They have got multiple camera features. They have got video recording, you seeing the pictures, cinemas and all. But that target audience is different. So for that audience, mobile is the another replacement of your TV or the cinema. This is what the utility you have to be carved.
Right.
Distribution channel establishment and establishing supply chain is most important. For example, if I have a small business, my product is very well accepted in the Pune and Maharashtra market. I visited Middle East couple of times because of my budgetary constraints and all, and I understand, yes, this product can go into the Middle East market very well. I zeroed down on UAE. No need for me to go there and open up an office or business separately. I can find an export house. I can find out some partners. I can find out some collaborators. Those services are there in those geographies. And I will just put forward the deal. I will supply this to in X part. This is what the market is. This is what my study is. You take it ahead. Like the question you asked on white labeling. That may also work.
Right.
So those distribution channels are important. Last, if you are planning for exports, please be clear on budgets, your pricing strategy, commercial strategy, supply chain, and most importantly, quality parameters. And all you do this is in your business wherever you are doing it. So accept the statutory compliance, the first 4 Ws I said. Study on that, be convinced on that, and then just do it. You will start the export.
Great. That was so insightful, Rahul.
Thank you, Vaishali.
So we are almost at the end of this conversation. Let's have some fun with the rapid fire.
Oh, okay. Certainly.
So I'll ask you a few quick questions. Smartest way to use network for sales.
Offering value, asking for referrals strategically.
How do sales playbook boost team performance?
Consistency in sales approach, script and pitch.
Best way to keep leads warm over time.
Offer a trial, creating the experience.
Wow. Right way to handle a negative review.
Acknowledge and apologize immediately and offer an assertive solution.
One key trait of a strong sales culture.
Knowing what is to be sold, to whom and why.
Most common sales mistakes small businesses make.
Failing to understand and address the customer needs and objections. Positioning.
What's crucial when setting sales goal?
Understanding sales cycle and available resources. Data.
One sales tip for small businesses.
Do not try to make the deal. Propose.
Wow, that was so fast and amazing. Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you, Vaishali. My pleasure.
And to everyone tuning in, we hope this conversation gave you not just clarity on sales, but also gave you the confidence to relook at your sales strategies. Thank you, Rahul, once again for being with us and sharing so generously your experience with all of us. To all entrepreneurs, stay curious, stay connected, and dream big. Keep checking our website regularly for more such updates, and do not forget to follow us or subscribe us on our social media platforms of deAsra and Yashasvi Udyojak. And do share the contents with your fellow entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaishali.